Weapon configuration. So for the Nightbird you select the normal miniguns because they're fast, they're not as slow as the 20mm cannons, and you select the 70mm anti-personnel rocket pack. Everything else is not viable, you don't need it. For the tech chopper you need to select the rocket pods, the 127mm for maximal damage, and the rockets for defending against air vehicles. For the transport choppers you use the 50mm cannon if you can use it. If you have to use the 40mm grenade launcher, then you need to fly a bit slowly. So you selected the rocket pods and have the lock-on missiles on your chopper. The first thing you need to do is to always keep your surroundings clear. That's the first thing, and the second thing is to have a situational awareness. That means that you need to know where the enemy chopper or the choppers are at all times. If they are above you, below you, left of you, right of you, doesn't matter. You need always to know where the choppers are. Another tip I want to give you is to always use the zoomed in view in the chopper, because for some reason the rockets are way more precise if you use the zoomed in view. Another tip I can give you is to always attack your enemy from above. Most people or pilots don't pay attention to their surroundings, so that is a good reason to attack from above. So you're coming by surprise and you can take down the enemy chopper. So that means if you see a condor, don't run away from it. Just try to get above it without it being seen. Go to the rocket pods. Not the lock-on rockets, because if a condor pilot is getting locked on, then the majority will try to run away. So just surprise them from above without announcing your attack. And if you're lucky, they just fly into another friendly chopper. Also, you can use your rockets to fight infantry. For every infantry you need at least 3 rockets to get a full health kill. Maybe 4 rockets if the target is Mendoza. Is it Mendoza? I don't know. Mendoza, Espinosa, I don't care. The guy with the shield. And if he has even armor blocks on him, like the shields, the plates, he could also need 5 rockets, for example. But I never experienced it until now. So. You're good with 3 rockets for normal infantry and 4 rockets with specialized infantry. So and here you can see that I attacked the chopper from above. I hit almost every rocket and it's an easy kill. So if you don't get spotted, you are going to win. This is as easy as it can get. Another tip I can give you is to fly relatively low if you're getting spotted, or better said, locked on. If you're getting locked on, just go low and try to evade the rockets. If you don't have any flares on you. If you have flares on you, then shoot them as fast as you can and try to get out of range of the enemy. It could be an enemy infanterist. It could be an enemy chopper, it could be an AA. Just get out of the way, wait until your flares are loaded up, and then get back into the fight. Next tip, if you're close to your kill, just switch to your second seat and try to shoot on the helicopter. This time it didn't work for me, but I get a lot of kills that way, because most of the enemy pilots just wait until they get the rockets loaded and the flares loaded, but if you seat switch, then you have a chance more to get your enemy down. So, and if you get hacked, that's your call to throw your flares out as soon as you can. because most routes are playing AA, so they can hack the target, switch to AA, and then the enemy chopper can't use flares to defend itself. So flare as soon as you can as you get hacked, and then fly away if possible. And here, for example, you can see how I use the TC switching mechanic to shoot down some enemy infantry. But don't overdo it, because your engine will turn off, and if it's turned off completely, you can't get attitude when switching to the driver's seat. So just do it for like 2, maybe 3 seconds. Do 1-2 kills, switch to driver's seat, and then continue flying again. But you can switch if you want. You can like shoot 3 seconds with the 50mm gun, switch to driver's seat for like half a second, and then go again into the second seat. So for the transport heli, like Condor and a Super Hint, it's the same. You always need to know where the enemies are. So use the third person, like I do here. And if you're good enough, you can even chase jets down and take them out. But it takes a bit of practice, so don't lose your hope. Just practice enough and you will hit them maybe one day. And another thing, please do your team a favor and don't leave your plane mid-flight. It's pretty bad, and I have a lot of times I need to save it, and it's just a lost cause. Don't abandon it. Stay in there. Try to save it. Your team will thank you. Well, maybe not if you're flying to a Nightbird. And the same thing here. If you're going to attack some flags, don't stay too stationary, because the infantry can shoot on you with the M5 rockets. So just wiggle a little bit, left, right, like I do here. Maybe a little bit more, and you won't get hit by the infantry, because most people have AAs on them and M5s. So just wiggle a little bit. And if you're getting hacked, just fly away. Just escape. Another thing, you have the Y button. It changes your flight, your flight model. You can switch to plane mode, like now, and then you fly forwards very fast, and then you can switch to heli mode, and you just are a bit slower. So make use of it. Use it tactically, like I do here. For fast insertions, and if you're done, you can go away and continue your flying. Now tips for the gunner. If you're a gunner, don't prioritize infantrymen. Absolutely not. If you see any enemy air vehicle in the close proximity, you need to prioritize the enemy air vehicle, because they're far less. They're far more lethal to your chopper than everything else. And that same counts as 50mm cannon guy. Not only as minigun you have to prioritize the air vehicles, you also have to do it in the 50mm cannon. I would say first prioritizing target is enemy air vehicles, second one is enemy ground vehicles, and the third one is infantry. Yes, you can get a lot of kills with the 50mm cannon, but your priority is to stay alive. So first you kill the enemy vehicles and then the infantry. Also, for the love of God, please don't stay stationary above like full packed enemy capture points, because you are inevitably getting hit by something. So just wiggle around, don't stay stationary, and if you're getting hit, then it's time to go away. Don't wait 2 or 3 rockets, just off right immediately, like this guy is doing. And if you are not, you cannot absolutely, you don't have a way to, no, wait, you don't know a way to help your team, pick a repair torch and do your pilot a favor and repair him. The repair torch repairing is a bit finicky, because it's sometimes in the corners it doesn't repair for some reason. I don't know why. Welcome to BF2042. You need to try a bit. If you see the green bar, it's repairing. If you can spot the half in the lower half of the screen, if you raise it up, then you're doing just your job. You're doing it good, and you can continue. If it's too buggy, then just give it up and go out of the vehicle, and use the condor or the hint as a spawn point, which is also good for. Last but not least, the scout helicopter, which is like a one-man army machine. You can kill practically everything with it, except maybe ground vehicles, if you don't have the right weapon configuration for it. But we chose the rocket pods and the miniguns. I think they are the best ones for air defense. So with that weapon configuration, your first prioritization is to kill enemy air targets, and second one is to kill enemy infantry. But you can choose to kill a lot of infantry with it if you want. Here's the same thing with like the other two helicopters. Always use the third-person view to get an idea of your surroundings, so you don't get taken by surprise. Because you are maybe a killer machine, but the problem is that your defense are low. So if a condor decides to shoot you down, he will shoot you down. If an attack helicopter tries to get after you, he will get you. If another Nightbird pilot is going to try to get you and you see him too late, then you're going to die. So always keep in mind, keep in mind that you need to check always your surroundings. Also, it's possible to shoot out the pilots or the drivers from like the driver's seat, because the windows are not bulletproof, so you can just do that. But if you get too much damage, then just fly away as always. So another tip I can give you, if you don't like to pilot but you want to do the unlocks, you can go in the second seat of the chopper and go into the spotter seat, and then you will get the assist, and with the assist you can unlock everything what's for the chopper. So you don't even need to fly the chopper to get a lot of assist with this thing. With the rockets, as I said, with attack chopper, use the zoom in perspective, because it's more precise than everything else. For some reason, as I told before, the perspectives aren't working very well. And don't fly like a dickbag. Don't be too cocky. You don't need to get that one extra more kill. Just fly away and be more relaxed. And as always, use the element of surprise. Attack from above, as already told in the other two vehicle categories before. Use your flares if you're getting aimed on, locked on. Yeah, and enjoy the game. If you want to see more vehicle stuff, more Battlefield 2042 gameplay, you can ask any questions. If you want, you can visit me on Twitch TV, Castalex, like my channel name, and see you on the battlefield.